You're in the rant wormhole where I rant about whatever my $15 a month plus patrons want me to rant about. You can get one of these by being one of those. This is for Nicholas Bomarito, who says, rant about Maggie Lou from Tales of Berseria. If you have not played the game, rant about your favorite video game charter of all time. I assume you mean character. And I haven't played Tales of Berseria. So, when I thought about my favorite video game character, I had to conclude Mordin Solus from the Mass Effect series, particularly Mass Effect 2 and 3. He is a fast-talking, hyper-intelligent scientist guy who also basically created the worst tragedy in space history. Arguably for a just cause, except that the methodology is the worst that it could possibly be. So, in the Mass Effect series, there's a race of aliens called the Krogans who are hyper-violent and very quick to breed. And they had started to take over the galaxy, and they were just like, they were killing everybody and fucking taking everything over. But then this other race called the Solarians, they created a disease called the genophage that would basically make the Krogans impotent so that they couldn't keep spreading so easily. And they used that to basically almost annihilate the Krogans. And now their species is kind of on its last legs. And so, he was trying to prevent this hostile takeover of the universe, but did so by creating something that just like wiped out a huge amount of the population and has made it difficult for them to continue to propagate. So he's in an incredibly complex, kind of moral position, and at first sees what he did as completely justified, and then, as the story goes on, he starts to question this, and it ultimately has a sort of redemption arc in the third game, leading to some crazy dramatic shit. So, like, aside from just having such a interesting, thing going on with him, to be such an important sort of tentpole character in the game's world, someone who's relevant to one of the biggest pieces of lore, and then to sort of live up to that in how he's characterized, in that he is so instantly memorable, just this, oh my god, he kind of sounds like Econ a little bit, because he's got that nasally kind of really fast-talking voice, and he's like, oh yes, I am Mordin Solus, I am the one who created the genophage, and, so he's like, he's fun to have on your party, and, he'll always give you all kinds of interesting tidbits about the world and shit. I don't even really remember if I used him that much actually in combat, so much as just enjoyed talking to him on the ship and seeing his narrative play out. And the ending of his story is the best part about Mass Effect 3. Like, I generally am not a huge fan of that game, but the Mordin climax is, it's very emotional and very fucking kick-ass. And I can't really remember much else to say about him because it's been a long time since I played Mass Effect, so I'll try to think of another video game character so so this rant's not quite so short. Who's another video game character that I really love? None of my fucking games are up here because they're all upstairs. God damn, it's been a long time since I've played any, serious RPGs that really have, characters, Like, most video game characters are more aesthetic persona. It's more like you like them because you played as them, even someone like Samus, who, I think of that character immediately because I love Metroid, and I love to play as Samus, and be Samus, and run around as Samus, and play her in Super Smash Bros. As well, but, as a character, there's not much to her, and the one time they tried to add more, it went horribly wrong. So, yeah, I guess I can't really think of, I'm not somebody who usually plays games for the story, unless it is a RPG with a really involved narrative, and there's not a lot of those that I actually think have really great stories. Final Fantasy X has a great story. I don't know if I have a favorite character from it, though. I don't know. Can't think. I guess Mordin Solus is my only real answer. Maybe I promise if I play Mass Effect again, I'll give you an updated, longer rant about Mordin Solus, because he deserves it. Anyway, that's all for this one.